So we're gonna go ahead and dive on in. Listen to that pretty piano playing. There is my dear friend with their... Oh! I really want to have the opportunity to talk to the twins about their, I want to ask them about where they come from. I don't think we have anything else to talk to them about. Sorry, cute children. Fishies! Alright, so last time... It looks like... Oh, that's right! We're supposed to go to... We're supposed to descend to the abyss. Should we do that? So when there's the dot on it, does that mean that there's... story changes? I don't know. Hi, do you have anything new to tell us? I was gonna ask you about people, but apparently that's not an option. Such pretty music. This might be good, like, concentration focus music. I think I've gotten everything else there is to get. Yeah, no, I think we might have to go meet the last god. Shall we do this? Do we have a few pages to find? I thought we got all the pages. Maybe we didn't. I'm kind of putting off going into the unknown abyss and finding Cthulhu. Okay, we've got everything here. I think we got everything in Lutra's place. Yes. The music here is so lonely feeling. Don't you agree? I mean, you don't have to agree, but for me it really does. Like, there's something a little bit unsettling about being here. Did we find all of the pages? Let's find out. Oh, maybe that's why maybe we warped to the twins last time. Because we were gonna get pages at the twins. Let's find out. No, we've got all the pages. It's illustrations. Oh! Oh, these are the story bits that we've seen. I love that you can tell that these are hand painted. I think that's gouache, because it's awfully concentrated for watercolor. Oh my gosh, look at how cute they are! I wonder if you do multiple, that's funny, multiple playthroughs is what it takes to get all of the pictures. Yeah, this is an interesting moment right there. Oh, poor cutie. And then here's the story. We are, I think, it feels like we're missing some pages. Maybe we're not. No. Like, it seems like Era 5 should have more than just 2, but actually I don't know. Is this all of them? So we have here 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then 1 2 1 2 1 2. We might be done with that. First day of the new world. I want my world to guarantee the safety of all mortals. And so the person who has, well, I mean, and we'll say person because personhood doesn't mean human necessarily. So the person who has written these pages, who I think is us, I wonder if they realize how difficult this will be. The person who's writing this, or this could be our eel friend could have written this. It's somebody who has knowledge. Just is more valuable. I wonder whether the story that you get here is different based on things that you do in the game. Or whether you get the same set of pages every time. I don't know. Okay. Which is more valuable? Because the pages unlock after you've taken some more options. Freedom to do as they please, peace of mind knowing they are protected. Either freedom or safety. What is it, the give me liberty or give me death, and so on and so forth? Yeah, that's right, weaponized soul. I was trying to remember that. Since there's no empty slots, I was like, I thought they were empty slots, but maybe there aren't. Okay, so it turns out that if you let civilization do its own thing, eventually the humans, or the mortals, will get into war. This isn't good. It's interesting because the entire non-intervention section is 2 pages, Era 1. And then, very shortly, the creator is like, actually on second thoughts, this is bad. So we'll make laws and enforce them vigorously. And not only will we make laws and enforce them, but we will have punishments. Like, there's no room for ambiguity here. That is something that I think is really interesting. I guess this is a game where we're going to talk about things a lot. We've been doing that so far. So the actual... Yeah, it does seem like it might be Allele. Because Allele is the one who has the understanding kind of the larger context. Because this is written from the point of view, it sounds like, of somebody who kind of knows that this sort of thing is complicated and has maybe seen it before. Somebody who knows more than the creator of the world in this story. So that seems like Allele. That's kind of Allele's role. But so the game itself doesn't necessarily have a lot of binary good or evil. Like, there's a lot of shades of gray and a lot of ambiguity. And while this seems bad, but actually good things can come of it. So then it's interesting that the story that we get here is extremely like black and white, no shades of gray whatsoever, where either we are completely hands-off or we are completely controlling. And when we are completely controlling, like, these are the laws, these are the repercussions, they're really big repercussions, and just bam, there's no room for negotiation, there's no room for nuance, nothing. And of course that arises out of a good intent to protect mortals. To guarantee the safety. So that's the question that this god was motivated by at the beginning. So they're safe. Which is the intended goal here. So yes, they have succeeded. So everyone is safe and healthy, but not necessarily happy. And one can't help but wonder whether the assigned job emerges from some knowledge about the mortal and what the mortal would be good at and find fulfilling, or if it's simply what the world needs. Because if you want your world to work well, it's in your best interest to put people who are predisposed to something in that something if you want to aim for efficiency. But so we have protests because the people did have some power and authority over their own lives before the creator stepped in. The fact that the creator is watching and thinking, and then the creator has clearly stopped watching and thinking and is now acting. This kind of makes me think of Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, which I read in high school and found absolutely fascinating because of all the dystopian societies that we read about in high school. I found it was the only one that I found even remotely plausible, even though the science in it is impossible. Like who knows if that would ever happen? It's pretty far off from what we're capable of, I think. What made it seem like it functioned more as a society is that it had kind of a way out for people who didn't fit. Like, one of the biggest problems that I had with 1984 as a teenager, and I haven't gone back to reread any Orwell since I was a teenager, but one of the problems that I had with it was that if you are a dissenter in any way, the powers that be track you down and dedicate what I considered an unrealistic amount of resources and energy to punish you and bring you around. Whereas I felt like in Brave New World, they had a much easier solution, which was just, if you absolutely don't fit in and you keep questioning everything, then they just kind of like pull you out and they determine whether you would be a good potential leader for them, like decision making, like you're like the smart, overthinking, curious one. Can we put you to use on our team of people who kind of keep things running? Or do we boot you out to go write angsty poetry at a brooding island? Because if our mindless happiness isn't good for you and you'd rather be sullen and write melancholy poetry, who are we to stop you? So rather than exerting a ton of resources trying to brainwash those people, which is perhaps actually more realistic because people are really petty, it seemed a lot more efficient to young me to just be like, okay, well, clearly you're not going to fit in here. So rather than torture you or kill you, because that's not really our thing, because I guess the people running the show in Brave New World weren't evil, malicious, the worst of humanity, the way the government in 1984 is like the worst of humanity, which maybe makes it more realistic. I don't know. But I thought that it made a lot more sense to just be like, okay, well, if you just aren't going to fit in here, go there. We're going to close our doors. You can't get in. If you really insist on trying to stir up some trouble, we might kill you. But we really don't want to do that. And you don't want us to do that. So just go write your poetry. Here's a lighthouse. There's waves crashing on your rocky island. Just go. And I thought that was a good solution. So I don't know. Anyway, this seems vaguely relevant. I read a fair bit of dystopian literature in high school. I was interested in dystopias and utopias. Very different, I think, from pop cultural dystopias, because in that's fair, Blue Glass. It's been quite a while since I've read it. A lot of times, especially young adult fictional dystopias are kind of a world taking to extremes as an excuse to explore something very, very specific or set up a very specific kind of conflict for your character, rather than asking bigger questions about how people would work in those extreme situations. So both 1984 and Brave New World have thought through the way that their worlds would function, and they are exploring larger things about human nature, and what people are capable of and what happiness means and things like that. Whereas, I had a lot of fun reading Hunger Games. The first one, I very quickly lost my interest in. I read the other two, but did not think they were very good. So The Giver, I think, is more of a literary dystopian style story, even though it's written for children. I don't know if anyone here has read The Giver. Now, apparently, there are other books in that series. I haven't read any of them yet. But The Giver is, once again, asking a really big question. Actually, this is actually pretty in keeping, because one of the, I think, the big questions between utopias and dystopias, or one of the big questions that sort of thing asks, is frequently, in a choice between safety and freedom, what's the right answer? And The Giver, I think, is an excellent example of that. I don't know who here has read The Giver, or I think they made a movie of it. But there is this, like, safe society in which you do what you're supposed to and you fit in your role and your needs are met and everything is all right. God, it's been a long time since I've read it, but the boy who's the main character breaks out of that, and so the people in the world do not see in color, but once you break out of it, you do see in color. And I kind of wonder whether dystopia, or just dystopias as we conceive of them, with their great emphasis on, frankly, individual and personal liberty versus group safety and security, whether that's a uniquely Western style society approach to things, because the answer to those questions might be different in cultural traditions with very, very different values, like fundamental values. I don't know. But this is the story that we're reading about here is in line with all of that stuff. So there you go. Here's your 10 minutes of Lauren talking about dystopias in literature. It's been a while since I've read these things. I should probably revisit them. It's not whether this is good or healthy. This is the only way. Yeah, but I'm not just talking about China though. There are a number of places that place value on the community and the family and the nation rather than on the one individual. And I think Japan has been having some conflict as kind of trying to take from outside and also retain like their own like historical value system, and one's not necessarily better than the other. They're just different ways of looking at the world. And naturally I grew up in a very individualistic Western culture, and specifically I grew up in Texas, which is extremely individualistic. So my natural inclination is to be like, no, the individual is the most important. But I'm also kind of socialist, which is kind of more like the well-being of the community, or democratic socialist. But still, so it's like those things, are they at odds? And if so, like kind of like where on this line or the intersection of these lines, do you like where is a healthy society and a healthy individual? Like where do you find that balance? I don't know. I imagine if people knew, we would just be there and it would be great. But the thing is, just like in this game, there's no actual right answer. There are a number of answers that probably work better than others. But there's always going to be something that doesn't work as well this way as it would in that situation. But then something else becomes less good when you change to that. So, I don't know. What is panopticon? I guess that means that's sight everywhere. So being watched everywhere, or being watched always. Pan meaning across, and opti having to do with eyes, optic. Because I thoroughly enjoy my Greek and Latin roots. Hi, I'm a lit major, can you tell? But then here we get it where it's taken kind of too far. My closest associates. As a record keeper, I need this information too. Oh, interesting, Nick. I didn't know that. I was just thinking about it as a word. That's fascinating then, for the world to be compared to a prison design. That seems fitting with the description of this world. But that is a very it's definitely there's an extra layer of meaning if you know you look up what that word means specifically. So record keeper, I'm gonna say this is Alil. I think Alil wrote these. Well, when we heard from the dev who's dropped by to visit us at the end of last stream, think. The team added or like finalized allele after everything else had been basically had come together, which kind of makes sense because I think that allele is maybe, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this because I haven't beaten the game, so I don't know for sure, but seems to kind of be a character who is the like thematic like thesis type stuff of what the game is trying to do, and so you kind of have to know what your game is doing, and then what is appropriate for your game there. Hey Cole, come on in. We are gonna be playing through the rest of Mythic Ocean today. We're just having a conversation about dystopian societies. Hey Blues, things are going okay. Just talking about stuff. I'm pretty sure this is allele though. Like this seems like allele's role, and the kind of lack of judgment but awareness of what's good or not good about different decisions. Hey, who has seen Fritz Lang's Metropolis? I have. It's a silent film that has inspired a whole lot of things, including my novel. But it does have the people below. But Cole, it is a good, joking but also relevant question. I would recommend Metropolis if you like science fiction, if you like dystopias, if you have any tolerance for silent films. It's fascinating and I think a really important piece of cinematic history, hence why it's assigned so frequently in film classes. Yeah, no, it's incredible. But it has the people below who do the work so that the people above can frolic, which is kind of like, I mean, it's definitely an old trope, but the way it's done is as science fiction can be at its best, kind of making a comment. But tethered to a machine that exhausts them. But we don't know what they do. They just get tethered to the machine and they become exhausted. Ah, right, the machine. Series of simulations to find new, better ways of governing societies. Yes, that's right, which I think last time I read through this page I mentioned the chapter that was removed from the Once and Future King that was debating the different ways of governing societies and eventually finding that there's really no good answer. There's just trying to find an answer that's kind of better than the rest and managing around its shortcomings. Well, Tezuka made a version of it that, or at least something inspired by it, and then that was made into an anime several years ago. Obviously Tezuka himself didn't do that because he passed away quite a while ago. I wouldn't say that it's a remake. I would say that it was inspired by. I don't think anyone has made Metropolis or remade Metropolis. I don't know that anyone needs to. I think it does what it does very well, and I think people should from here draw inspiration and revisit the story in their own ways. Right. Does this seem ethical? I realize I don't have a response. This is not my place to judge. Again, I think this is allele. And then I guess the world gets destroyed by the other gods. And then somebody else tries to do better. Well, shall we go ahead and descend to the abyss? I have to admit I'm a little bit nervous about doing so. Mostly because I find caves that are abysses into dark, scary, black dimensions really scary. But I'm also not sure that going down here is good. But as allele has said, it's not really that things are good. There are ways that things could maybe go better, or ways that things could go worse, but there's not a right answer. There's not a simple BioWare style correct answer. All right, let's do this. Having gotten things started off right, using our, oh no! I was joking! No, I really didn't want this to actually be the abyss at the bottom of the ocean. I really didn't want that. I was like, no, surely it won't be. I don't really want this, guys. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, sonar. Oh, there's no friends. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm actually scared. Thank you for telling me about the sonar. I'd forgotten about it. I'm actually swimming. Where's a friend? Oh, jeez. They really make you work for it. There's a fast button, right? There's a swim faster button. Oops. Yes. Oh my god. I didn't actually want it to be Cthulhu. I think I might have just ruined everything with my curiosity. Yes, again, we've done this before. Oh! No. Oh, what does that mean? Thought? No. What does that mean? What is knowledge? So, okay, so when I was thinking thought, knowledge is correct. Okay. I was close. This isn't going to be good. I think I made a mistake. I do not remember most of these encounters, they say. You do not recall any. Why don't I remember you? Because my memory has been stripped from me, so I can... Oh! Ah, that's right. So none of the rest of the gods can remember anything. Only Elil has knowledge between iterations of the world, and apparently Gnosis, the one who knows. Reasons I do not comprehend. Who makes these decisions? I mean, Elil is like the caretaker of things, but who decided? Like, who made the decision that we should all have our memories wiped and try to do better? Is this the simulation? No? Yes, I know. We've had this conversation before. I don't know if there is an original creator. We'll see if this game goes there. Gnosis has these memories. Scattered by my awakening. Yeah, Elil is the only one who knows. Let's talk about feelings. Thought. Huh. You hear the whispering again? keeping an eye out. Wow. There's... Oh, man. The, is it just me, or are they brighter than anyone else that we've looked at? Ilil has things to say. Guys? This is the destroyed world. So there's creatures here. Oh, they're fish! There's distant storms. Are you dying? Hello? No, wrong button. I wish I had a way of knowing which direction we are going. There's no earthly way of knowing. Is it backward? Is it forward? Are we moving ever? Sage. Shoreward. Sorry, that's not a word that I expected to see. So my brain kind of got stuck on it. Well, I think everything is bad. Okay, I'm glad that you felt the same way I did about that blue glass. There's no earthly way of knowing. Hello. Skate, sorry to see you here. Huh. I wonder if this wouldn't have happened if I hadn't teleported so close to them. You know? Because I did teleport right by them. Well, hi Muse. Okay. Don't stop thinking about your favorite memories, you won't lose them. Oh dear. We have come to the place where forgetting happens. Well, this sure did get dark and scary. I wonder what would have happened if we hadn't... Hi, Finn! If we hadn't done any of this. We do lose folks sometimes. Tell them to come back here. Good to be near the edges of this place for too long, huh? This is deeply uncomfortable looking. I have to go under the water. No. Is this stream okay, or is Blue Glasses having some trouble? So apparently you can flip between... Oh! Wow! Wow! Oh my god, okay. Yeah, no, this is amazing. It's also terrible. No. Did I get them back? The fallen apart place. Well, let's go back out into the falling apart place. It looks like that's what we're gonna do. Cool. All right, I'm okay with this. This is good. This is all very good. Everything here's fine. Nothing weird or wrong or bad or anything. Oops. I feel like there's something different about the way like things control here too. Hi, friend. Oh, Krabby! Krabby! If you don't mind, I could carry you back. Huh. Oh dear. So that means we've found all the friends. Well, I mean, should we keep trying to go up? I'm pretty sure this is the world that has been destroyed. Well, we're up as high as any of these lumps are. Shall we dive? Oh, we can teleport properly now. Okay. Yes, no, Blue Glass, it does seem that giving people the option rather than saying, I'll do it for you. Which, given that we now see that there's a major question of free will, versus I know what's best for you, but like, what do you want to do? Makes sense. Okay. Do you guys want to go get yelled at by Elil? Or do you want to go report back to Alethea? What sounds like the most fun? Science? Or trouble? Yeah, I'm leaning towards Elil too. Okay, well that seems to teleport the way it was supposed to. Hi, Elil! Elil's gonna be like, oh my god, what have you done? I like how we can just like charge in and be like, I met this other person. It's kind of their thing, knowing, yeah. So I guess Elil's not going to judge me for doing this and talking to Gnosis. They don't let on much about what they know or how they know it. Listen close. Okay, so now that I think of Elil, now that I'm not trying to think of Elil as the trickster, and more as the like exhausted keeper of knowledge and caretaker of the game. They choose the information they share really carefully. There's probably a reason for that. That would make sense. To be honest, I don't think they like anything. I'm really curious. I don't even know. Pretty much taught it a new thing here. Still has to eat. So I find this very interesting. See, it's the having Elil take this approach, this kind of dialogue is preventing you from being like, ah, I did the right thing, because this game is not afraid to have things go too far, like making Amar too worried about what's going on and too likely to overthink things can lead to consequences too. Yeah, balance. How are the twins doing? Yeah. So I hope they remember not everyone can be trusted equally. Are the twins gonna wind up connecting with Gnosis, I wonder? That's where my brain goes with that anyway. Because who else is there that trusting them is not necessarily a safe thing? I do really want to go talk to the twins. This sounds ominous and creepy. Yes, we're gonna go to the twins next. Ah. Yes, the strange distorted place. When I go talk to the twins, yeah. Don't want to get her mad at them. I made her mad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's good. Huh. And I think perhaps pushing her might have led her to be more specific in her answers. Preach in the fabric of reality. Yes. Excellent. That sounds like a good place to be. Oh, oops. In almost every case, I confirm the subject when teleported somewhere safe. For a few whom I never found. So she might have sent them out there. Huh. That's true. But didn't you check up on the participants afterwards? Hmm. Alethea, are you kind of being a little bit of an alphys here? There must be some way to help them. Yeah, I was gonna think going. You did it once. You'll probably do it again. Think about it. Alright, we're gonna go to the twins. Thank you for reminding me, Nick, that I have that log. Where are they? Twins? Oh, maybe I'll be able to ask them. Yes. Alright, guys, I'm gonna ask them. They might get mad, but I want to know. Oh, no! It wasn't like that before. We could see through it before. Now we can't. Now it's just static. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just be a window into something. Hmm. Hmm. Probably had something to do with me warping around. Who was it who expressed concern about the twins and their crystal and it not necessarily being a good thing? Lutra. Yes, that's right. Okay. Oh, kiddos. Like, they show you who you're supposed to go bring it to. Okay, I don't really have anything to say. Okay. Well... let's think about this for a bit. And, like, get to a less sad feeling place. Yes, Nick. So... Hi, friend. Yes, your shadow is terrifying. So... Lutra has said that the crystal might not be good. The crystal seems to have cracked either when we went to visit Gnosis or when we got teleported to the in-between place. Because I trust Lutra to be telling the truth, and Lutra does seem to have kind of this, like, extraordinary knowledge of things. Even if Lutra doesn't understand, Lutra definitely has the ability to see beyond what is in front of them. So this crystal might be bad. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Nick. I'm wondering whether getting the crystal fixed is actually good or not. You know, should the kids let that go? I wonder. I wonder. Hi. Device. It's a crystal. Oh. She just started talking in all lowercase. Like, part of me wonders if I should have gone and asked somebody else about the crystal, but I don't know that I could because they didn't have the little dot by them. Hi, twins! Oh, I keep accidentally clicking extra. I'm gonna push a little bit. Okay. I kind of want to finish the crystal subplot before I go back down to Gnosis. I will try to act out of compassion and do the things that I would do regardless of whether they wind up working out well. Oh, so it's like a telescope. Could have been hit with something. Oh. Oh wow, that was faster than I expected. Oh. Huh. Getting signals from somewhere very, very far away. Yeah, that's not good for your mental health. I have to make a decision. So lying to the twins who already have trust issues is not going to help. If they find out that we're lying, it's going to destroy their chance of trusting anyone ever again. Personally, that's my read on the situation. So as much as I don't like decisions, because decisions are hard, and as much as I don't know that the crystal is helping the twins, I don't know that I get to make that decision for them. So no. Yeah. I don't think we get to make that decision for them. I mean, this may actually wind up being really disastrous for them, but I can't, in good conscience, not do this. I can't presume that I know what's best for them with something like this. They're so, honestly, they're very fragile children. Oh. Oh. Here. I'm worried about you because I care about you. Okay. So, I guess connecting with the twins makes sense. It's a slightly later game thing. They're a little more complicated. Doesn't just show so yes. Okay, so they're gonna tell me the truth here. Because I proved myself trustworthy instead of deciding what was best for them. As an adult working with a child, taking care of a child, like, you do have, and these aren't my children, they're not my responsibility, and I don't know them that well. But like, as an adult taking care of a child, you do have the responsibility of making decisions, and kids, real human kids, can't necessarily make the right decision for themselves. But I think that you should always let them know why you're doing what you're doing. So even if they don't like it or they get upset, but you know that giving them what they want would be a worse answer than sticking to your guns. I think treating a child with respect and giving them that amount of power over things, the power to know what's happening and why, I think is really important. Obviously, I've never raised children. I used to be a nanny, though, and I've spent a lot of time with kids. But this is more in line with my philosophy on child care, because the music, did like a water sound happen? Is this their cave? This is the cave where they usually watch with it. But where could this be this very far away? Okay, they're still showing a dot with them. We need to find them and where they are. Oh, right, I have the power to do that. Where are the twins? Do you see them? I don't see them. God, their music down in that spot is so sad. And then like here, it's very Little Mermaid. Where are they? Where'd they go? Oh my gosh. It's Poison, our friend. Do you suppose they left and went somewhere? Yeah, let's go visit Allele. That sounds like a good choice. Did the twins break the device? Did the device break because of my talking to Gnosis or traveling to this in-between place? Okay, yeah, let's see what Allele has to say. I'm on board with that. This sounds like Allele was the one who wrote that the chronicle that we have, having seen how badly it can go. Ah, the twins showed up here with the crystal. I didn't want to lie to them. I mean, I want them to have the right to do what they want to do. Yeah. No, this is why I think that Alil really is the one who wrote the chronicle, because, like, having had that experience, I think, would make you very down on the idea of people not having freedom. Like, that sounds pretty horrifying. And I wonder whether the other endings, whether, like, the multiple ways things can go, any of them actually are, like, outright awful. It's interesting that, yeah, Alil is giving a strong opinion. I'm trying to think. No, I don't believe in everyone having maximum freedom all the time. Like, I think that's kind of at its heart the libertarian style of thinking, and I actually think that it's good to have rules in place. Yep, everything in life is. No, you don't. What happened to Leo? Is late enough in the game? Alright, Alil, let's hear it. We're only going to talk about this once. Music change. It's part of this whole new rigmarole. Wow. Oh. Arrangement. Oh my. That's fascinating. Nope. Really, though? Yeah, maybe so. So I am one of the gods, then. This music's really cool. Huh. You think so, Blue Glass? So am I the chronicler? And Alil's the one who made that. And I smashed. Because I think that that has to be me and Alil in one way or another. But it is interesting having to see the world operate in a way that's not how you want it to be. I mean, that's a good point. Who among us wouldn't try to make the world be the way that we think it should be to some degree? I mean, isn't that kind of what anyone who's involved in any sort of, like, anything that involves trying to influence other people, like, in a way, you're trying to influence the world to change, to be what you think it ought to be. And you may not stop to think about it that way because you're following your personal values, your personal morals. So you're like, well, that's just how the world, that's just things being better. But that's your better. Heck, it's hard enough if somebody's helping you in the kitchen and they don't chop the onions right. You know? Sheer greed. Huh. Start a war. So they're in the far right. That's Gnosis and the twins. Lutra's not there. Where is Lutra? Because there's Amar and Alethea. I don't see Lutra. Kept him at bay for a long time. Huh. You normally don't like to interfere during that phase. Even you fought me. Huh. Who am I? Did I speak up for you? Person arrangement. Huh. That's interesting. So this is saying that this cycle is good, actually. Which keeps anyone from being too entrenched in power. Having that kind of universal power for all time, ending the cycle and having one being leads to, I guess, totalitarianism. So the cycle is actually necessary to have change and allow different ideas and ways of being to flourish. What an interesting philosophy. Or not existing, yeah. But what is the place outside of space and time? Okay. I'm not allowed to talk to them? Huh. So I guess that must mean I'm not a god anymore either. Huh. Huh. These are all really interesting. Yeah, no, it makes sense, Nick. Like having appointments for life, being appointed to something for life is not actually very good in the real world either. I think that is one thing that human systems of government have kind of made clear, is that people needing to earn their position is good, and being able to change out the old guard with the new is good. So having, because there's not a term limit for senators in the US, right? And I don't think that's good, because things change and places change and people change, and nobody should be allowed, or how's this, I feel that it is not healthy for a society for power to be entrenched in one person. So yeah, so I'm not talking about federal judges because that's its own thing. That's different because those people are appointed to, so it's actually got problems from a different way, as opposed to senators and people like that who are actually elected instead of appointed. Because one can have issues with like the appointment set up altogether. No, but they don't have a limit to the number of terms that they can serve. That's what I mean. Yeah. It's not the end state of human government that it likes to think it is. Well, or that we're taught. I don't know if I would say I'm sorry I did this to you, because do you ever regret what you did? Not really! Don't really care. Oh. Yeah. I think so. I'm less about punishing and more about trying to learn and grow and make the best of something. I don't know, Ulil. Probably. How are the twins? Okay. Oh man. Where are the twins? Huh. Lutra's all glowy, the twins are all glowy. Alethea's not all glowy. Amar's all glowy. Gnosis only has one chance to be glowy. Are the twins around here somewhere? Yeah, I wonder if that's an option, Nick. I was actually just thinking. If you decide that ending the cycle is the best thing to do. Hi, twins. How's it going, friends? Let's talk about the crystal. Does it make you happy? Yeah, throwing your own kids out is pretty bad. I mean, Alil probably already knows. I will promise. What did you two do? What happened? What is outside of the ocean? How is there something really, really far away? Right, I figured you guys were some sort of prince and princess. Changed how everyone lived. That's the creator according to this story. Did they try to stop their parents from doing that and then they got banished? Look at how cute their family is. I love their, like, cute mitts. Did they try to make their children banish people and the kids refused? I mean, wars are bad. Sacrifice a few people to avoid a war in which everyone suffers. Did their parents give them the crystal to punish them? That's pretty awful. Oh, wow. Are they supposed to banish all of them? Oh, and then they have the barrier, and you see they're all bound. What did you two do? Okay, so like Zeal and Chrono Trigger is a pretty bad parent. All of the other stuff that these two have said about their parents are not very good. This is really bad. Yeah. My God. What would I say to them? I don't know how they'll take it. And you can't reason with kids about their parents. You can say that wasn't fair to you. You can say you don't deserve that, but you can't say don't love your parents. You can't say that to like 8-year-olds. No. we're not going to talk about punishment. I don't think they're at risk of repeating their parents' mistakes, and I think letting go of the past would actually be good for the twins. I think hurting less might be good. Yeah. See, letting them come to this instead of me telling them how they should feel about it. Let's not give it to Alethea. That's okay. I think they'll do better. All right, kiddos. We're not giving that crystal to Alethea, even if she asks. It wouldn't be right to the twins. No, this game is incredible, and I really hope that people... Hi, friend! I really hope that more people play it, because I think it's super philosophical. Oh. What's up? All right. I do wonder what the significance of this plant is, if anything. I mean, obviously, like, we've had it as inspiration for feeding Lucha. Well, I don't know that we have much choice if we want to keep getting new scenes. I think we have to go to Gnosis. You guys ready to go to the creepy abyss? At least I don't have to swim through the creepy abyss this time, because I don't really want to do that. Shall we? Onward? Oh, man. Here we go. We've got the crystal and we're not giving it to Alethea. God, they're big. Hi, Gnosis. Gnosis is also speaking telepathically, like Lutra. I want to ask you about this, the in-between place. The breach! Haha! See, funny, because Blue Glass just said the breach. And the void beyond. Ah. I would like to retrieve them. The music is so cool. I love the blend of like very like acoustic isn't quite the word I'm looking for, but like non-digital feeling instruments. Like when you're going around the kelp forest and it's like you know, getting all like jazzy and happy with our music. And then this very synthy. And then piano. I want to free the creatures. I mean, I have to admit that they're my priority. But... Wow. That's kind of terrifying. But... I have it. Records of the old world. No, Gnosis does not like Alethea. Truth versus thought, huh? There's the old world, and there's the palace, which is not in the ocean. I feel kind of like I did with Transistor, where I was trying to figure out, like, if the world of Transistor is, like, a digital techno world, is there a world outside of the digital techno world that created the digital techno world? Or is it like our world exists, except their world exists, except it's technology? I don't know. And it's kind of moot. It's the sort of thing that, like, if you think too hard about it, you kind of get, like, uncomfortably up against the edge of what is reality. And if you think too hard about that, you start unspooling, at least if you're me. So don't think too hard about that. But I'm kind of wondering about it in this world. But do I want the crown? I don't know that I should have a say over who becomes the creator. Took another trip to the depths. Oh, what a relief. No. Does Gnosis want to get Alethea trapped there? Gnosis does not like Alethea, and Gnosis did not like that I included Alethea in my compassion. Does someone have to get the crown for a new world to be made? I thought that if you give the crown to someone, they're more likely to be the one who does it. Why is that so unexpected? Is there a catch? Library of Antiquity? Huh. Do I want to tell Alethea that? Because those are portals that I go between to get the pages. Gnosis doesn't trust her. I don't like the idea of having the crown, at least not on a first playthrough. I feel like that's too much wresting control away from the individuals. I gotta say, I didn't expect to trust Gnosis, and I don't know that I agree with them. But I also understand their distrust of Alethea. I don't know. Because part of me is like, I don't want to tell her about... I don't want to tell her about the library and the gateways. But then maybe she'll tell me about the gateways. Yeah. Maybe she'll tell us about that. Let's see. Okay. So we could ask her about that and then say I've got this covered. So she trusts Gnosis. Maybe. I mean, it is possible that Gnosis might use this to gain power and destroy everything. We don't really have a reason to trust them. And to have, like, work so hard to try to get everybody else in a better place. And then have Gnosis just undo everything. I would be really sad. But we also, if we have a chance at rescuing them. No, that's true. We don't have a reason to just trust them. They fought against Allele in Allele's story, so... Could be Elile. But I think it's Allele and Eel. Yeah, I think we should try to rescue those creatures. They do establish that it's not a good place to be. Let's do this. Alright, I mean, that seems in character, doesn't it, Nick? We physically cannot get any closer than this. They are too radioactive for that. We will trade the pages for your help within the breach. Alright. Let's do it. Is Gnosis going to banish Alethea to the breach? I will always be here. That is kind of terrifying, isn't it? Do you think Gnosis is going to send Alethea to the breach as punishment for her sins against the creatures who've been stuck there? Because I could kind of see that happening. Kind of. Huh. No? Alright. Guess they're very big. Huh. Huh. That's simple. I was expecting consequences. Alphys. Oh man, Allele. I want to hear what you have to say, my friend. And then I want to go find where all those friends wound up. Ha! Hey, buddy. Oh, man. Sorry, Amar. Probably not Alethea. You're gonna be like, ah, hell if I know. Let's see if this has changed at all. Okay, no, so this is the same. No, I think we've got it. I want to know where the other critters are. Huh. Yeah, all of the stones. Okay. Well, let's go back to Alethea. See what she has to say. I do try to make friends with everyone. Where is she? Oh! Oh! Oh, they came here! Oh, I was just gonna go sailing through the... I was about to go sailing, or try to sail through and go to the window. But, hold on. The friends are here. We gotta go meet them. Hi! Where are you? Or are they in her house? Maybe they're in her house. Let's go find out. I think they're in her house. Let's go meet them. Let's go meet them. Hi! Hey! Yeah. There's another one here, huh? Did I miss it? Did I miss them? How did I... Ah? Oh, okay, so they're in here. Maybe. Did I do this wrong? Oops. They're out there. And out there. Or are they in tubes? Ah, here we go. Hello, friend. Finn! Yes! Oh! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It was true. It wasn't just me who helped you, though. Others helped, too. Alright. I'm gonna try not to... I don't know, if my button is sticking, I guess. Crabby! Crabby crab! Hi, Q! Much less confusing and lonely place. Pretty sure this is the top. Yeah, gravity would make it hard otherwise. Hello, stingray friend. You get a bow tie. Yeah. Hopefully no one got left behind. They keep saying nobody got left behind. It makes me wonder if that's true or if... Hello, friend. The shiny gold pillars. The great multifaceted dome. Okay, so Muse actually remembers this better than anyone else. Wow. Some time of your life, I suppose. It's strange, it doesn't show that these are new people here, but they are. Yes, Bard. I can understand why. Oh! Bard is rhyming. Interesting. Hello, do you have more things to say, friend? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think there's voices. There's creatures. Alethia's up there. Are there any other unknowns? I don't think so. I think that's all of them. Alright, well, let's go visit her. I'm gonna try not to slam into the windows. I'll probably slam into the windows. Look at me, though. I'm not slamming into the windows. Being so good. Ah! I said I just slammed into the ceiling. Okay, hold on. Ah. Alright. I can do this. Theoretically. No, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Alright, Alethea. Hi. Huh. Sure. Ah, this is a good question, yeah. Yes. And there have been consequences. It's better to collaborate. I believe in you. The fear that there is no answer. I will never find the answer. Yeah. So, her name. Very good. And the stream or illusion. Making peace. Rather than being driven specifically by the need to find the answer. Having peace with it, I think, is the most important thing. Yep. There you go. All right. No, she didn't have a dot, did she? I'm not quite sure what I'm here to talk to them about. But let's see what they have to say. What is it? Oof. I'll need to give you some thought. So, probably if we want to break the cycle, if such a thing can be done, I want to see what Alil has to say about this. That's what Gnosis likes to do. Alil's like, yeah, that's Gnosis's whole deal. Well, I could, but that's against the rules. I mean, that's not actually what I was here for, Alil, but yeah. Okay? Yes, I know who you are. No, I won't tell you. I will not be the one to tell you. Ha! Because you told me not to. Huh. Didn't mean to hit that again. No, but it will be selectively the truth. Oh man! That's fascinating. So that did actually have consequences. Having traded in some of the pages will probably have consequences. That's fascinating. Oh man. We could end the game right here, right now. We could get an ending, which will perpetuate the cycle, but just see what kind of a world we get next. We could do that. They took the entirety of Era 1, and they took the first part of Era 3. So the story... Oh, interesting, Blue Glass. You're probably right, but I bet that has some significance. I don't know what that significance is. I mean, I feel like I'm really curious to see what Lutra's gonna look like. As much as I love Amar, I don't know that I have led Amar to be the best choice. Oh, you can hear the heartbeat. I can't talk to you, my friend, but I'm here. Here, the closer we get, the louder that heartbeat is. Shall we do it? Shall we see what ending we get on our first play? God, there's a lot going on in this game. I had no idea. How's this? I don't want to get the Gnosis ending my first time through the game. I think I'd rather get a proper ending. So I guess that means seeing who becomes the new creator. It could be Lutra or it could be the twins. Honestly, I want it to be the twins. I don't know that I need to give the crown. I don't know that I want to give the crown. Pick up the gift. I want it to be the twins. I'm really curious to see. Hi, friends. I wonder if you can get them to be friends with Lutra. Like, I don't... I feel like at this point, I don't know how this whole, like, choosing an ending thing works. I don't know what the criteria are. Don't know what it looks like. Yeah, everybody else's stories are completed, and that, I think, is... I guess is required. Or at least, you have to have a completion for the stories. We are missing one. Okay, so we have slightly over half of the illustrations. It looks like the twins are the hardest. My guess is the twins are like one of the harder ones to get their full story. I love that they're just like, what gives? How did you find us, Amar? And Amar's like, oh, hey, buddies. I don't know. I want it to be the twins. But I don't want to give up pages. I feel like that's not good. Maybe that's not right of me, but... I wonder whether there's a different set of pages for each ending that you get. So the next time I play the game, there'll be pages describing the ending that I get here. I wonder. Shall we find out? I think so. We've been at this for 2 hours. Yeah, no, I'd love to see what Lutra does too. I'm proud of both of them. Yes, Josh Thomas, you have to beat the game multiple times to get everything. It's a cyclical game. That's fundamentally how it works. So you can't get some stories because other stories, like if you get one story, you won't be able to get the other story because you can only get one each time through. Let's do it. Let's do it. I feel good about my choices. I feel good about what I've done. I feel good about how I've shaped everyone's lives and perspectives. And I'm really curious to see which of my friends does this. Okay. Halil? I think it's time to start the new world. The end of your time here. For a while. Thanks for stopping by so much this time. Do we have to? Alright. Here we go. I'll get your card back up. Ah, so I am the one who writes. I continue to feel myself rising toward the heavens. Ah! Hang on, sorry. I hope I'm not the opponent. Once the new world was born? I'm the historian, okay. Yeah. Yay, my friends! Notice it's the third eye that's open. Oh! Oh, cutie, it's okay! Oh! I bet that the dialogue that they give here depends on how you've shaped them. I love being able to see their 2D art. It's really good. Sorry, my webcam is in the way. I'm seeing some of the text here. Huh. We'd all been involved. Choose a creator. Oh, that's exciting. You couldn't have known it. Oh, sorry, Blue Glass. Yeah, no, I read really fast, so I will give you guys a chance to catch up. She's so delighted. I love the art. And I love how like each of these 2D designs is like very clearly like a pose we've seen before of them in 3D. Is it gonna be Lucha? It is beautiful. Save for future and save for others. It's interesting that Lucha loses their memories. Sorry, Gnosis. I don't know if it's that we weren't friends or that they're just not. Really, Blue Glass? Good. Okay, come on, children. Do me proud. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh, they don't like this. I think they have the potential to make the best world. I mean, it's all relative, but I think they also have the potential to make a terrible one. Yeah. Oh, I love that they're holding hands. Good. So they don't have to worry about being alone. I think that's probably got to be worth a lot to them. I don't care whether it turns out well or not. This is actually what I've wanted basically since I started talking to them. As much as I love Amar, and as much as Lucha is really interesting, and I'd be curious to see what Lutra's world would look like, the twins are the ones that I love the most. I don't know if that's been obvious. I wonder if the only way you can find out what happens at the end is to play through the next iteration. Yeah, I think so, Nick. But what about the others? Ah. It's because they shut down any objection. Uh-oh. Stuff like that. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god, children. No! Kiddos! This can only end well. They don't know any better, they're children. Yeah. This isn't gonna be good. I guess it won't be an all good or all bad ending, I mean. That's kind of the point of the game, isn't it? No matter how I might hope. Please be friends. I didn't realize that everyone else is going to be involved. Oh, wow. Please don't eat everything, Lucha. Please don't eat everything. That's a lot of offspring, Lucha. Because we showed Lucha. I didn't realize that they all follow the path. Like, it's not just the one that you choose and the way that you choose them and the way that you shape them. Everybody behaves according to how you shape them. So we taught Lucha to be responsible. I mean, don't be too bad, Lucha. Support will be given. Okay. Alright, what are you gonna do, Alethea? Is that what Mothra does, Nick? Is that intentional, do you think? I don't know I don't know kaiju very well. Alethea, are you going to study everything? Okay. So kind of like having some rules and guidelines in place. Restrictions, I don't have a problem with that in theory. Maybe we shouldn't partner with Gnosis. This doesn't make them seem very trustworthy, does it? Waiting for the perfect opportunity. Yeah, because we had a whole team working together. Everyone is working together to make this world better. So there's like, you know, some rules, some regulations in place to try to keep people generally safe. Yeah, no, the art is incredible. What a great solution. If you insist on fighting dangerously, well, we'll try to kind of contain the danger and help you out afterwards. Don't hurt anyone who doesn't agree to be involved in that. It's not perfect, but it's actually generally pretty good. Oh my god. Which is exactly what you have to teach the twins how to do. How they have volatility and the capacity for destruction inside of them. But you teach them that they don't have to be afraid of lashing out and damaging others, and they don't have to be afraid of being hurt. They don't have to defensively, preemptively hurt others. And they don't have to be afraid of themselves. They don't have to be afraid of turning into their parents. They can do things right, and they can ask their friends for help. They have an entire team. This is a good one. This is a good cycle. I think we did a good job. And all my friends are happy. Oh, that's beautiful. I know, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of my friends. I'm proud of the decisions that we all made together. I'm proud that they did such a good job. Oh man. So yeah, it's a 3-person team, and then Tim assisting with marketing. Hey, I know a bunch of these folks. Or yeah, no, I know that one. I know that one. It's the Austin scene. I know that one. Oh, it looks like they got family. Oh, what, Justin? Okay, Justin Olenek right there in the middle. That's my bandmate. That's our drummer. Oh, Rebecca Sugar. I've seen an illustration of Amar that Rebecca Sugar drew, but that's cool. I know some of these folks. I am so proud of that ending. I feel like it was so well earned. Like, I would have been satisfied with an ending that was less good. but I'm really, really happy. I feel like the ending that I got was actually the culmination of all of the things that I did on this playthrough, and I can't imagine a way that I would do things better. I'm curious what the rest of the story, what the other stories would be like. I don't know. Man. Powers for all, that's my ending. I like it. I like it. I'm so happy. Like, it feels like I'm like, oh yes, this is the ending that arose from the game that I played. All the choices that I made, all the things that I believed in, all the conversations that I had, and the things that I pushed for. It all comes together here in a good and satisfying way. It gives you no indication. None. So I feel like I feel like Gnosis is not a good answer, because if there's anything we learned from Allele, it's that somebody wanting to take things and do it their way. I don't know. I don't know that I trust Gnosis. They're truthful, whereas I think Allele might not have been truthful back in the day, but well, I'm excited about that. And like, I want to ask them questions like, yeah. So I wonder if it's as many cycles as you get, as many versions of the game as you play. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really happy with how that went. I mean, I will eventually play back through, I think, again. Yeah, I think I'd like to do more cycles. Not for a while. I'd like to take a break off and play some other games. But I think we could come back and do more of this if you guys would have fun with it. Thank you! And like, please support the team that made this, because they're really cool people, and I didn't know them personally. Well, I knew Robin, the artist, but I didn't really know them personally until like they were like, hey, we're making a game that seems like it's up your alley. But they seem like really great people, and they made a really good game, and it like, I will be so sad if more people don't get to experience this, because I think as cute and colorful and cartoony and like friendly as the art initially appears, I think this is a game that more directly it engages with the ideas that a lot of the other games that are being made, a lot of the other indie games that are happening around now, kind of either skirt around or address part of or fold into their story. Like, the whole point of this game is to ask those questions and consider the answers and explore how things can be. And yeah, no, I wonder if you could change things, but you don't get a lot of chance to get to know Gnosis. There's not a lot of game left by the time they show up. But I feel, and I just, this is, for me, this is the true ending. There will be other endings, maybe I would find them really satisfying. I don't know. Part of me wants to do like extreme endings later on, where it's like make one person like all the way this way and all the way that way out of curiosity to see what would happen. But I don't know how comfortable I'd be with the consequences. This is the problem I had with Undertale. I'm never going to go and play the ending with the consequences I don't want to deal with. You might blue glass, but the fact that there's only a single gem on their stone at the in Allele's chamber makes me feel like there's not a lot of opportunity to get to know them. But I don't know. But I want to sit on this ending and be satisfied with this ending, be pleased with it. And then when, you know, curiosity strikes, I'll play another, because it doesn't feel like this cycle is a bad thing. Like, this isn't one of those games where it feels like everyone is trapped in an endless loop and that's a problem we want to break out of it. It feels like it shakes things up. We get to have like a good go, and sometimes we have a bad go, but that's okay because there's a cycle and there's always going to be another try. It's okay if this particular one isn't the greatest, because we'll just do better next time, which is kind of nice. Um, so yeah. Well, we're ending about half an hour early. So I managed to take a 4 to 6 hour game and make it 8.5 hours. That's what I do. That's my gift. Huh. No, really not a surprise. Music is really good. The soundtrack is out, by the way, if you like music. So, all right, I think I may go ahead and exit the game then. Oh, wow, I didn't realize I was so far off frame. You guys should tell me because I can't see where I am. I was scooted over here. Yeah. No, I think this is a good game. I do talk a lot. No, that's kind of my thing is I talk a lot. But yeah, I think this is the kind of game that it feels like it would be a shame to rush through it. Like you'd be missing out on all the good stuff. I mean, not all the good stuff, but you know, enough of the good stuff. Ah. Well, I've got a lot to think about. Now I want to go like reach out to like the dev team and be like, I beat your game and it was really good. Yeah. Like support them. Like playing one of the nice things about it, they've done a really good job making a game that I think is replayable. So if you like this and you want to play it and get your own cool endings, go do so. Cause it's super fun to play. It's super satisfying and really beautiful. Wow, yeah. No, like I enjoyed it a lot. Like I knew I was probably gonna like it. This game has been like on my list of things I want to play and things I want to do for a couple of years now, ever since I first heard about it. But I really liked it. I didn't expect it to have the degree of depth and complexity that it did. I'm really impressed with that. Yeah, no, I might like buy a copy of it for somebody and just try to spread the love because it's like it's a good game. Oh, really, Blue Glass? Well, maybe they'll get a chance to make it not Windows only, but it's good. Whew. All right, well, I don't know what we're going to play next week. Are we going to play Wander Song? Are we going to decide that we've had enough of Good Feeling and we're going to try like Celeste, which will be a little bit more feelsy? Or I don't know. It'll be either Wander Song or Celeste. We'll play Hollow Knight at some point. I'm not ready for Hollow Knight. This wound up being a bit more like I've heard Celeste is, where it's not just like warm feel goodness. It's got more complexity of feeling, dealing with more difficult subjects. Whereas Wander Song, I think, is just feeling good. So maybe we'll just do some Wander Song next. And then go from there. We'll see. See how it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down a little early then, and maybe do some DDR. Oh, does it? I thought Wander Song was like a simple but lovely story. I guess I'll look forward to more. No, Josh, this is I can't imagine a phone would be able to run this. So I think you'd have to have a computer that can run a Windows machine that can run games. All right. Well, I will go ahead and shut down. We are still playing Twilight Princess on Tuesdays. Maybe I'll do more Final Fantasy VI. Maybe I'll do that a couple of times a month or something like that till we beat it on Wednesdays or whenever. I don't know. Depending on, I guess, what my work schedule looks like each week. So thank you so much for joining me yesterday for my birthday stream, for those of you who could make it. And just have a good weekend, friends. Stay warm if you're in a place that gets cold. Yeah, thank you all so much. Oh, and if you're new, like, feel free to join our Discord, and we will see you later. Bye.